Okay then. Did I do it myself? I did have black and white a few minutes ago, so I was wondering, was I even live? I was black and white a few minutes ago, and I was, yeah, I think I'm on, am I? So, great way to learn, huh? So, sorry for a sec, people. Just let me make sure. Can people hear me? I don't know whether because I have my earphones in. Can I be heard? Niall? Not John? Okay. Hi, Hannah. You can hear me? That's great news. That's also, I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. Hope all are good. This is my very first time. My children are looking at me through the window inside. Would you mind? Shush. Thank you. My children have decided to come in, as always, when I have technical difficulties, and they come in to help me, and then they all stand looking in the window. Anyway, hope you're all doing good. I won't stop. I will just keep going because I want to do a quick meditation tonight. So obviously, I mean, I'm not sure how this all works. Hi, Ethel. I don't know how all this works. It's my first time to go live on YouTube. So, and as usual, I was running up to get my last minute touch ups done, and I poured the whole bottle of water into my handbag, into my makeup bag. Anyway, what's that telling me? Maybe slow down. Anyway, hope you're all good. Hi, Ethel. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Natalie. Energies are very big today. I'm absolutely wrecked because I had a full day of Reiki today, 9 o'clock this morning till 5 o'clock today. And it seems to be all of the same stuff. So I said I'll pop on. This week has been really intense with energy, not only for me, but for lots. So many people saying that the energies are like off the charts. I know I have so many of my own Reiki clients and students who message me every night, sometimes very late into the night when they're up. And they're saying that the back spasms are all back again. The head stuff, so all pineal gland, all popping of the ears, like losing hearing and then regaining it, and then losing sight and regaining it, like the eyes going all fuzzy. The becoming super sensitive, that's another one. I have so many over the last few weeks who are saying that the energies have been like, especially frustration energies have been coming to the surface, anger energies, like being really triggered. And that's not like the general public, that's actually the light working community who are being really triggered. So I'm sure the reason for that is because we are getting even more sensitive to energies. If we were already sensitive, I mean, I'm a sensitive soul anyway. I would have been sensitive from the time I was a small child. And I was always super sensitive to people's energies. But now I know myself, and some of my own students are feeling the same, and I think you are too. It's like where the body is becoming much more lighter, as in becoming more crystalline and less carbon. And the energies are all this purging of old energies are coming up to the surface, and you're becoming really, really even more sensitive than you were. So it means that when somebody is being angry or being frustrated, or simply driving a car and somebody beeps at you and you lose it. I mean, I do that anyway. I have a bit of road rage. It's about how you're triggered really quickly, or being triggered really quickly. And I was telling one of my students this during the week. I had an experience where I was going in an appointment to Pierce's hospital appointment one of the days last week. And I was going, and he was actually having a sleepover. So we were going in, staying over, and he has his little armband that you have on when you're going in. And the security lady on the door asked me for the security. You get a little card to say that you're staying in the hospital. And I mean, I've been in and out of the hospital like for 15 years, and I'm like, everybody knows me in there. I mean, I nearly feel like I'm part of the furniture. And this lady was only doing her job. She was only probably a new security lady, and she asked me for my ticket, and I was like, my son has the armband on. And I could actually feel the rage. I don't know whether that's the triggers that I have and the lovely aspects I get from my father, but I could feel the rage coming up from my toes as it was coming up to the surface, like absolutely bubbling. And I was trying to, Hazel, the spiritual one, was trying to stop it, and I couldn't. And it was coming, whether it was I was in my emotional state anyway, I don't know, it was time of the month, but I felt like that the energy was coming up and I could not stop it. And there was part of me was trying to pull it down, and the part of me that was saying, allow it to come up. And as it came up, I was like, are you serious? I said, are you seriously going to ask me to put my bag down? I had millions of bags. So you're going to ask me to put my bag down to try and find this card for you? And I was like, boom, slammed the bags down. And as I was in the midst of that, I knew myself what I was doing. I was trying to stop myself, and I just couldn't. And I ended up showing my card and walking away and walking down. And I had to go down to the room, which was about 5 minutes away. And then I was in the room and I was devastated with myself. I couldn't believe that I was had to let myself get to that point where I allowed that energy come to the surface. And again, I'm not going to judge myself. I'm telling you this story because I like to tell people my open book stories, because it means that you can understand that people who are light workers and try their best every day to help you see the light and be a way shower, that we have our dark days too when we go through our shadow selves and we have to be triggered. And all I wanted to do was go back to that woman down at the security desk and say, oh, sorry. And I wanted to go down and apologize, to say that actually I can't believe I actually allowed myself to be like that, and really I know she was only doing her job. And I went back down, I had a crystal bracelet on, as I always do, and I went back down to give her the crystal bracelet and apologize, and she was gone. So my intention was to apologize. So if she's watching this, I apologize for my behavior. But really, that's happening to so many, because as we become lighter, as the body, the crystalline body, starts to become, as our body, our physical, dense, heavy human body, because it's dense, the 3D body starts to become much lighter. So it's turning from carbon to crystalline. It becomes more, that crystalline body is super sensitive. So say, for instance, the children that are coming in now, the last 25 years, these new crystalline children, these rainbow children, they are all so super sensitive to energy. So this energy body, this crystalline energy body is super sensitive, and also it makes you become more of an enlightened person, because you have to try to be the observer in every moment. And I'm saying this all the time, it's like trying to pull yourself up out of your human experience, especially when you're in the moments where you want to be in your shadow self and you want to act out or go the negative side and you know lash out at somebody. You need to not to react. This is the one thing, not to react, to try to respond with kindness, compassion, love, empathy, patience. They're the ways we're trying to be. And at the moment we are going through our shadow selves, we have to see it sometimes to understand that that's the dark side, to be able to understand it and not to do it again. So, and again, we do this every day. This is not something that we're going to be able to just learn and it's it, it's done. The most spiritual people are the most the most spiritual people are the ones who are triggered the most, I think. And I can tell you something, I have my days too, and I'm sure Jesus had his days. I'm sure all of the spiritual teachers and gurus out there had their days where they want to throw a shoe or throw a sandal and just be human, because again, the human experience is being light and dark. So yeah, I was running up the stairs earlier on while my water was pouring in my bag, effing and blinding, and cursing everyone in the house and cursing my water bottle again for leaking into my bag. But there's the shadow selves. So hope all is good with you. I have the reason that I'm jumping on is because I've had this week has been very intense energy for myself. Even, I mean, I'm very intense energy with my students and my clients who are coming. But last week I did, for anyone who is on my YouTube, my Instagram, I was promoting it there. This is my first time really to do a live over here, so I am learning as I go. So apologies and have a bit of patience for me. But I have been on mostly on Instagram, so I mostly do my lives over there. So I'm trying to get through the format of YouTube because I've never done it before. But I know you're allowed to talk for longer here, so that's already in a carrot for me. But I have been on mostly on Instagram. And on Instagram, I have been promoting the fact that I was doing an interview I did with Judy Satori. And for people out there who don't know who Judy Satori is and who are not on here, who are not my students and clients, Judy Satori is a spiritual healer, a light language channel. She channels light language, so language of light, which the Catholics in Ireland used to call it speaking in tongue. It's bringing in the spirit, where they bring in spirit language. And it's not a language that we know from here. It's a language from the light. So I like to call it light language too, because for me, I don't like to connect it to religion. And Judy Satori is speaking light language and channeling 25 years. Originally, when I started in my Reiki journey way back in 2006, if I had started speaking light language in 2006, I probably would have ran away from myself. So my guides gave me bit by bit, slow process of the energy coming in for me. So I'm a Reiki practitioner first. So I did Reiki level 1 and 2 in 2006. 2012, I opened my business, so I had a little bit of time to practice. And 2012, when I opened my business, I started doing Reiki courses. And in my first year of doing practicing, as in practicing 2012, and I had a few clients coming in, they asked me what a Reiki master could do. And I said it meant that I could become a teacher and I could teach people. So some of my Reiki clients who were coming that year asked, would I teach them how to become Reiki practitioners themselves? And my very first Reiki course, when I did my very first Reiki course, it actually was 5 people on my Reiki course, and it went down to 2 on the last night. The last person dropped out, and it was two people who were the original 2 clients who asked me would I teach them. And there were 2 clients, 2 gorgeous girls, who would pass each other when I was out the back here, my Reiki room out the back. They would pass each other. One would come in at 7, one would come at 8:30, and they would pass each other at the back. So they sort of had an idea of each other, but never physically had conversations with each other. But they knew each other from passing. And they were both on my Reiki level 1 course. And just before I did that Reiki level 1 course, I had a box of books come back to me from storage. I basically was on my spiritual journey since 2002, and I put a lot of books into storage in Cavan, where I was living. And a box of books came back from the storage unit that my brother-in-law was saying, Hazel, they look like they're getting a bit dusty. Do you want to take them back? And the top of the box was a book called Open to Channel. And Open to Channel is an amazing book. I can't even remember who it was who wrote the book, but it's an Open to Channel is the name of the book. And the front cover was ripped off the front of the book. So I don't even remember reading that book. So for me, it was a book that was, I felt like it was dropped into that box. I don't even know how it even got there. But that book was my first introduction to channeling and what channeling was about, and how to channel. Because I had been listening to channels since 2002. So people who channel guides from the spirit side, but they live here on earth. So they physically here, but they go into either trance states, that's trance channeling, or they go into a meditative state, and they go into a relaxed state, and they channel guides. And the guides could be their spirit guides. They could be spiritual teachers from the spirit side, other interdimensional guides, as in ninth dimensional beings from other dimensions, ascended masters. And when they channel in English. Most of the ones I ever listened to was always in English. So for people out there who don't know, Jerry and Esther Hicks, Esther Hicks is still here and channels guides, her guides, Abraham. Lee Carroll, he is channeling multi-dimensional guides who are coming down as a collective, but come in a singular name of Cryon. Then Wendy Richardson. Wendy Kennedy is her name, Wendy Kennedy. And she channels the Pleiadians. So they're from Pleiades, the star Pleiades, which is a cluster of stars in the sky. And they're high vibrational beings who are channeling through Wendy. And they're speaking through her in English so people can understand, because we're down here and we're human and we speak English, or we speak other languages, but we speak English. So we were never able to speak light language. So I've always listened to channelers in English. So all of these channelers I've been listening to all of my life have been always English speaking channels. I've never ever heard anyone speaking light language. Well, light language that I know. Years ago, when I went to Medjugorje, when I was off my pilgrimage to pray for my son, I went to Medjugorje. My very first time I went to Medjugorje, I went to this prayer group sort of after. And when I went to this prayer group after, I went, it was like a mass type of thing, like a religious thing. I'm not really into that, but I sat with them, and at the end, somebody spoke light language, but they said it was called speaking in tongue. So I've never heard that before. I'd never heard speaking in tongue at that point, and it absolutely gave me a heart attack. I didn't know what was going on. The people were flapping, falling down onto the ground, lying there, resting in the spirit. I've never seen anything like that. I was so freaked out. So again, your guides don't give you anything that you can't handle. So my guide sort of said, okay, give her a little bit, and then just sort of, we'll come back to that. So that was 2009. And then again, as I said, 2012. I'd already been listening to people who are channeling in English, but I'd never ever heard light language. So that book, Open to Channel, came, and the book came to me just before I was about to do my Reiki course, my first Reiki 1 course. And that Reiki 1 course, it was just the 2 girls. And in that book, Open the Channel, explains what channeling is. And channeling is when you are used as a channel. And we're all channels, really, because we're all open channels for energy to flow down through us. We have a channel of right in our body where all our chakras are. And this channel is our energy body, right in the middle of our body where all our chakras are. So the 7th chakra, 6th chakra, 5th, 4th is the heart, 3rd is solar plexus, sacral chakra is over the navel, and then the root chakra is the 4th one. And we have that's our energy body. And when the energy starts to come in, and the only way I can try to explain this is, because I'm a channel myself, I'm going to explain how it comes in from me. My perspective of it is, when you feel energy coming in from your guides or from a different place, it comes in, and I feel it coming down into my channel. But I also feel the energy from the earth coming up, and it hits me in my solar plexus. And that's where I feel the moment I'm about to channel is where it hits into my solar plexus. And it's like as if I get the connection from earth to hold the energy. So it connects me to the ground, so I'm grounded in. And then I'm also able to channel in this light language or light coding or whatever it is. So in this book, Open to Channel, it was about explaining what channeling is. And imagine me being a television, and imagine an aerial on the top of me of that television, and I'm trying to move that aerial to try to catch the channel. The old televisions, now this is not the new television, but the old televisions would have the aerial on the top. And some people still have aerials outside. We have to move the aerial around to try and catch the frequency of the channel coming in. So that's exactly how channeling works. And as it comes in through the body, Sometimes it can come in English. Sometimes it can come in through light coding. So it's a coding like sounds like Morse coding. Sometimes it comes in like sound. So it comes in through me as sound, like a sound bowl, because it's a tone, and those tones that come through my voice are also very powerful for healing and fixing the chakras. So it fixes it with a tone. Same way as years ago when we used to pray and we do our rosary. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Hey opens the heart. Lower opens the lower chakras. So those sounds in our body opens chakras. So cutting a long story short, the Open the Channel book came the week of the Reiki Level 1 course. And on that Saturday when I was doing my Reiki Level 1 course, my very first experience of somebody with me channeling in English was one of my lovely clients and students, Kathy, who's channeled her guide in English. And she said, I am Margaret. And she totally changed her voice. She's an Irish girl from Dublin, and her voice totally changed. She became somebody else. And I knew that my guides had given me the book before the experience so I could understand it and not get afraid of it, and be able to, because it says always when the channel comes in, you're able to question question. So because it wasn't coming through me, it was coming through her. I was able to question, who are you? Where are you from? Are you from the light? I always ask that question. Are you from the light? Because for me, I only want to work with the light. I don't want to work with anything else. I only want to work with the highest vibrational guides. So I said, who are you? And she said, I am from the light. So for me, I always say, I only want what is from the light and what's for my highest vibrational good and the highest vibrational good of the client on the bed or the others that are in the room. So my intention is never to bring anything in that is not from the light. So because I work with the light, I don't want to work with anything else. So that was my very first experience to channeling. And within the space of that month of the first Reiki weekend, the next week, my Aunt Ethel, who is my Reiki teacher, she was doing courses at the time, and she was doing courses over in England, in Manchester. And she said to me, Hazel, just want to let you know that my auntie is doing Reiki 40 odd years at that point, and doing Reiki courses 40 odd years. And she said, and my aunt has the most amazing gifts. She's clairvoyant, she's able to see, she knows, she has all these beautiful gifts. But she said, I've never seen this before, Hazel. 2 girls that was on my course this weekend, 2 level 1s, started speaking to each other in language that I didn't understand. I said, I didn't have a clue what was going on. And Ethel, I think if you're still on here, you could probably you could probably tell the story yourself. But she said that they started speaking to each other in light language, and she didn't understand what was going on. So I think Ethel, I remember, Googled it, and up came Judy Satori in the search for somebody who is a light language channel and is speaking light language. And she's speaking light language 25 years. So Judy Satori is doing it since 25 years. And she is, my Auntie Ethel said to me, get her book. Her book is amazing. Have a look at her book, and then it'll explain to you what's going on. So Judy's book is called Sunshine Before the Dawn. It was written in 2011. And when you read Judy's book was channeled to her, through her, years ago when she was starting off on her journey. And this book was channeled through her. So it was like as if she said she saw a ball of light on the lake, and the lake lit up with this ball of light, and the ball of light spoke to her and said, you will write a book. And then a few weeks later, the same ball of light came in over the lake and said, sit down. And they basically channeled the book through her. And people who understand what channeling is, or automatic writing, people can physically close their eyes in a meditative state and put the pen to paper, and then we'll get a message. So that's automatic writing, where the message is written, but it's not written by the person who has the pen. It's written by the guides. The guides use the hand. So that's also another gift that's coming out and coming to the surface now. Lots of people starting to do automatic reading. And again, I'm going to say starting to. I think that these gifts are already have always been in us, as in these gifts are clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizant, clairaudient, where we have the inner hearing. These gifts are always there. It's like the Marvel characters, like these Doctor Strange can open portals. Like this is not really a movie. It's actually reality, because we actually have all of those gifts within us. When we were 5th dimensional beings, when we lived in Atlantis and Lemuria, we had all those gifts. We were able to use all of those gifts. We were 5th dimensional beings who had access to all of those light, those gifts, those light codes in our bodies that were able to do those things. And we shifted down. So we dropped down to the 4th dimension because of the fear and control and stuff that was going on. And then we dropped down again to a 3rd dimensional being. And now, because the energies have shifted and changed, we are now starting to go back up to 4th dimension and back up to 5th dimension. And as we go back up, those light codes that we have from those experiences when we were in those bodies, when we were able to do all of those things, those light codes are coming back on. So last week when I interviewed Judy Satori, I'm channeling myself since 2012. I've already started, I'm going to say I've already started to translate it. I wish I could translate it as good as Judy Satori is, but I know that time will come. But when I'm given the light language through my voice for the person that's on the bed, my guides said to me, I don't need to know the full translation, because again, the person that I'm speaking the light coding for, it's their information for them, and their higher self, their oversoul, understands it. Sometimes the person that's on the bed, and Hazel doesn't understand anything that's saying to them, it sounds like gibberish, but there's a feeling in the body and they know that something's happening. So I have to trust that the light language is working on the inner body, on the light codes in the body, and on the higher self is hearing that. So when Judy Satori was doing the interview with me last week, she herself, it was in two parts. I put it up. I'm sorry, I said I put it up. I tried to put it up before I come on live here, but it didn't work. So I will put it up after. The full video will be up on my YouTube channel. It was up on my sister-in-law Stephanie Starlet Therapy's YouTube channel in two parts. And Judy brought through a beautiful energy, light language energy transmission, and it was so powerful. I know it was for me as much as it was for you, because I know that it was really resonating with me, because I really work with the energies of Jesus. I've always worked with his energies, and some people say, well, why would he want to work with you? Absolutely, why would he not want to work with me? Because I ask for him to come through me, because he's one of the highest vibrational energies on the spirit side, and he came down here to be a way shower thousands of years ago, and he was here to walk the way, to try and show people how to be the best human that you can be. And he's really he's watching everything that's happening on earth at the moment. He's watching from afar, and he is watching all of the shifting that's happening, because he was the catalyst to change it in the first place. So he's watching how earth is shifting, and is really close and working among so many healers at the moment. So I work with him a lot. I have so many experiences with him. You see that on my other videos. I have so many experiences with him. So he came through in the light language transmission that Judy did last week, and it was so powerful that I did feel like a shifting in me. I sort of stepped away from doing YouTube videos and doing meditations, because I felt, I got to go back to doing my work, as in physically doing my work after COVID. All of my videos went up in the midst of COVID, because we were doing nothing else, so I couldn't physically help people. So I felt that I needed to get back to doing physical work with my hands, and I did that and went straight back to work. And I've been so busy with my clients, physically putting my hands down on clients, because in the whole experience that we've had the last 2.5 years, I haven't got a chance to get back to physical work. So the YouTube channel was really set up, and my Instagram channel was set up to help people, because I couldn't get out. But I really found last week's experience with Judy has really sort of pushed me back out. I don't know how to awaken the monster Judy, but has now pushed me back out to try and do a few more videos and a few more meditations. So I feel like that the light language is really powerful. I have to try and get out of my human experience and not feel the fear, which sometimes it comes up. I think that people are going to think I'm mad, but I actually don't care anymore, because I think anyone who comes to me who has physically come for a Reiki session from me, and has physically had an experience of where they get on the bed and they get a Reiki session with an energy transmission of light language, it's a totally different session. And I think people out there will vouch for that. And I really do feel that when I as a practitioner of Reiki, when I was doing Reiki first in 2012, practicing before that for the 2 or 3 years before I actually opened my business in 2012, I can see the difference of how different the session goes when you do light language with it, compared to just doing Reiki. And again, the channel is open. If your intention is to bring down light energy from source, God, heaven, whatever you want to call it, and it comes down through your heart space with the intention to fix and give that person who's coming to you the best experience, to help them to shift energies that they may be carrying for thousands of years, through thousands of lifetimes, over and over, karmic patterns, ancestral energy, in our child wounds, like energies that we're carrying from death experiences, because I do past life regression therapy, I know how the cellular memories hold really heavy energy from being killed, whether you're burned at the stake, whether you were, had really awful death, you will hold that in your body. And when the light language energies come in, it really knows where to go in people to shift that energy and shift that energy out of the body very fast. And I definitely feel in the last few years is such a quickening. I'm going to say that word quickening. I don't even know where that's the word they give me. It's a quickening, it's so fast. Things are happening so fast now compared to the way they were when I started off my journey first, 2012. When I started, it was still very Catholic Ireland. And I mean, I was, coming up to the forefront as a new age, even though it's not new age at all. It's always been here. And people, especially in my circles, were like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, not really into it. not really interested in it. And I know from my auntie's experiences that when she started 40 years ago, she was also having that experience, and it was even worse then. But I definitely find in the last 2.5 years, since the shift, I suppose, 2020, since the whole experience of what we just went through, so all the systems in play, when people actually start to awaken and really started to use their own inner knowing, their inner compass, their intuition, which was screaming at them through the whole experience of what we went through, to go within and feel in their own bodies and not to be swayed by what was happening outside. People are now doing a full 180 to the other side. I literally changed their whole experiences because now they see that experience for them, that the shifting of the experience that we had with the batten down the hatches, lockdown, all of that, made them go within, made them slow down, made them spend more time with themselves, more time with their families, more time experiencing joy, really putting out to the universe what they really wanted, what they wanted to experience in life: more happiness, more joy, more time, more patience, all of those things. And when they moved over to that side and said, "Oh, this is lovely," that was right, they now shifted over that side and are staying over there. So not going back to the busy lives, not going back to the madness of the old ways of doing things, heads down, not talking to anyone, more connection, more getting out into nature, more doing all of that. That's when a massive shifting happened, and a massive shifting happened to people coming over. Coming over to the dark side, coming over to the light side. So as you come over to the light side is where all the alternative versions of healing is happening. People going back to sea swimming, people going back to breath works, all this Wim Hof breaths, going back to practicing conscious breathing, back to meditating, going back to understanding energy in the body through yoga and working with energies in the body instead of going to the gym and you know, you know, 2 hours in the gym and feeling like you're absolutely wrecked afterwards and feeling like you're getting nowhere. Where going out for a walk in nature, going for an hour walk in nature and feeling the earth and feeling that connection is so much more beneficial for the body than standing in the midst of like everyone else stressed out, earphones on, not talking to each other in a gym. So, well, I mean, that's what I prefer. I prefer to be outside in nature than to be in a gym. So, whatever floats your boat. But I think that most people are starting to shift over to this side and what energy work is and what we do. And I've definitely found that especially in the last 6 to 8 months, there has been a massive quickening in people just being turned on. And I mean, turned on so fast. And the experience of last week for me with Judy's, I'm already a light language channel, so I'm already turned on, but I felt like there was massive shifting that happened within me. And I know from the other people who messaged me and said there was massive shifting within them. The light codes that they speak, and there's so many people out there who are doing it now on Instagram and all over social media. People do light codes. People are doing light coding with their hands. People on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but there's people on TikTok who are doing it with. One of my own students is doing it on TikTok, where he's doing light coding with his hands by moving hands. You're like opening portals within somebody, and these gifts are coming back, and they're like as if it's a switch being turned on. So when I speak light language to you, and that doesn't mean I have to speak light language to you, by the way, it can be just that your guides are turning you on. You don't have to physically come to me to be activated. It can be going out to nature and saying, I'm ready for my gifts to be returned to me, and go out to nature and stand on the earth and ask Mother Nature, Mother Earth, to activate your body up through your light body and activate the light codes that you have in your body from when you were a healer before in other lifetimes, when you may have been a light language channeler in other lifetimes, and the gifts that you've had in other lifetimes are being reactivated. And sometimes it's literally a flicking of a switch where, boom, overnight people start to see color. People are starting to hear, clairaudience starting to hear. People are really starting to know. They know more. I had a girl who came to me today. She said, Hazel, I'm just looking at you and all I can see is your aura. I've never been able to see that before. And that was straight after having an attunement. So this is happening so fast, where when I started on my journey first, it took me years to get to where I am now. So it was like a slow process for me. And again, your guides will give you what you can handle. So for me, my guides obviously gave it to me in baby steps. Baby food, and have built me up to this, because maybe I might have ran away from myself in 2006 when I started off on this journey if I had a spoke light language then. So there's people out there who are listening to light language on the internet, watching light codes being done on the internet and being activated like literally switched on. So if that does happen for you, people are saying, what do I do if that does happen? I had this weekend a Reiki level 2 course. And in the Reiki level 2 course, my guide said to me before, I was making the sandwiches earlier on the day before I started my course. And when I was making the sandwiches, my guide said, you must speak like you must, because it's my free will, obviously. But it said, speak light language when you do the start introduction. So when we go into a Reiki course, I come into the Reiki course, start in the morning, we introduce ourselves, and then I do a meditation that brings the guides in, which I will do now before I finish. And as the guides come in, we bring in the energy into the body, bring the energy through all the chakras and connect into the earth. And then I said, close your eyes, and my guides are brought down, spirit brought down a light language transmission, which really, the students that were there said it really, really did do something in their heart space. A lot of them felt it. And one or two of my girls who was on that course that this weekend gone said that they knew what I was saying with light language, even though they're not light language speakers. They knew what I was saying, and they knew when I was going to say it, even though I hadn't said it yet. So it was like as if it was awakening something within them. And two of them, since they went home on the first night within 24 hours, started to speak light language. So what would happen if that happens for you? And I know there's people out there who this may be happening for you. If you have strange words coming up through your voice, and you don't have to be a spiritual person, you don't have to be doing spiritual work like me or be a Reiki practitioner or any of that. If you have energy coming up or out of your voice, up through your body, you feel this energy coming up through your body. Originally how it started for me was I was meditating, and I kept asking my guys, I would love to speak light language. I'd love to, because my students and my clients were, some of them are speaking it, and I was, oh my God, I really love to do it. Please, can I do it? And I was asking my guys, I'm ready. And I was in the bath this night meditating. And while I was in the bath, in my meditation, I had my hands on my prayer position, and my hands started to go up, like up into the air, like as if I was looking for the channel. I knew what I was doing, and as my hand went up into the air, I was like catching. I'll do it like this so you can see, catching the wave. I felt my hand doing this, and I could feel this energy coming into my body, and I started whistling like this. I started laughing myself. I was like, oh my God, what the hell is that? So bringing down through an energy force just to like test it out. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. They're saying here, like just to test it out. And I remember getting oh my God, I'm trying to get my phone, tried to record it. Oh my God, I'm trying. And I started to practice it. And I was like, I felt the energy as it came in. I knew what it felt like as the energy was coming in. I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm only going to channel if it is from the light. It is for my highest good. I'm only going to channel if it's for the light and it is for my highest good. I only want to channel high vibrational energy beings if it's for the light, from the light, and it's for my highest good. I kept saying that over and over. So that's my intention, because I don't want to bring down anything else, because as channels, you're a channel, right? So you don't want to bring in lower vibrational energies. You want to bring in high vibrational energies. So I always say that the moment that I start to channel, and my intention is to channel to help people. So when I do light language transmissions, I always put it out there to the universe first that I only want this energy to come through my body if it's for me, for my highest good and the highest good, because it's coming through me. So it has to make sure it doesn't affect me and the highest good of others. So that intention has to be there. So you have to set your intention that you're only working for the light. You are protected by your guides. You put yourself in a bubble of light, and you're protected by your guides, and you only want to channel from the light. So that's my first and foremost, my first point that I will give to you. And what I want you to do is make sure that your intention is right. So if your intention is, oh my God, look at me, I'm a light language channel, oh my God, that's ego. And that's not in the space where you should be. It should be in the heart space. And when I started channeling first, and when the sounds did come through me with light language, I did work with light language telepathically over my clients first. So I would physically have clients in front of me, and I would be looking at their third eye, and I would channel light language with my mind to them and see if it worked. And again, I felt it in my heart space. If it's from the light, if it's from their highest good, I only want to channel this. And I would channel in my head to them, to their third eye, and see it going in as if it was going in and coding. So that's how I did it. And I would see the reaction of the person instantly. The minute I started to do it, that intention, I could see the effect of how it was working in the body. And the person that was on the bed had their eyes closed. They wouldn't even know that I was doing it. So I knew it was working. And again, your inhibitions get in the way, especially when you're only practicing with light language. Your inhibitions get in the way. So You think that people think, oh, she's a lunatic. Oh my God, what the hell is that? You do all those things. That's the ego getting in the way. And the ego is a logical side of the brain, which will try to work out everything and analyze everything and try to derail you from stepping in to what you're meant to do. And my ego was fully stepping in, constantly stepping in all the time, saying, don't do it, you're mad, you're nuts, you're nuts, you're nuts. Oh my God, people are going to think you're absolutely nut job. The man, the white coat's going to be at the door, your husband's going to sign you into Lomans. I was doing all that. And I had to really, really step in to my heart space, trust and go with the flow. And if my intention was right, I knew that I was going to be protected, and I knew that the energy that was coming through me was going to be for my highest good and the highest good of others. So there's many people out there who are becoming open to channeling light language and all this, and you're going to hear it more often now. And I know that people that had the experience with listening to Judy's transmission on Sunday had lovely experiences where they felt it coming into the heart space. I know I did, and it really affected. I'm looking here at my beautiful Merkabas, my Sunlight Merkabas here. I have the two of them in my hand here. So powerful. I know that people got so much out of her light language transmission that I'm really being pushed to do it more and more on my clients, more at my courses, more at my hold on one second. Do you want me? Oh no. More at my courses, more at my for my students, for my Reiki course, whatever courses I'm doing, and also for my clients. And I am allowing the energy come through, because I really feel the light language activations are being done to awaken the light codes within my clients. And I know one of my lovely students that was on here earlier on, Hannah, she came to me, and I hope, and I will be putting up her story, by the way. One of my clients who came to me, who had the most amazing session, where she got on the bed, and within 5 minutes she started to go back in a past life after doing a Reiki. A lot of my clients have heard that tape. I'm going to put up my YouTube channel because it's easier for me, so you can access it there, and it's available for everybody there. One of my Reiki clients who came for a Reiki session came for Reiki and went into a past life within 5 minutes, and then started to channel her guides within the space of an hour and 15 minutes. And the guides spoke through her to me. They said, we are activating Hannah now. Her voice changed, the way her voice went, her voice changed. And I couldn't believe how fast it happened. And since Hannah came, which was 8 months ago, it is like that. Every second day, every day, I have at least one who is either channeling, who is going into past lives on the bed. So it's so fast. And I think that the light language coding is really helping people awaken the light codes in their body, the past life memories, the abilities, and the gifts that we have. That's what they are. They're gifts. We have these gifts in our bodies. And I think what it's doing is the light language transmissions, and the energy is really activating people really fast now, for them to be able to do their own light language coding and speak and be able to connect to their own guides. And so one of my other questions last night was, somebody was saying to me, what's trans channeling? So what's trans channeling? To me, my understanding of trans channeling is when I've seen this happen before, where one of my teachers on another course I was doing, she's a trans channel, and she went into a trans state where she was sort of gone. Like, she was there physically in the chair, but she wasn't aware what was happening and what was coming out through her voice. So to me, that's what trance channeling is where you are gone into a trance, and the channel becomes open for the guide to come down through and speak out your voice. And what I do is I am a conscious channel. So I think that's the way I perceive it to be. So Hazel is gone nowhere. Hazel is not gone anywhere. Hazel is there. When the energy comes through my voice, I can hear what it's saying, and I can sometimes translate it, but only translate it slightly. In other words, they give me words like loss, power, vulnerable, stability. They give me words. So it's like they're just giving me one word to say, this is what the person is feeling as the light language code is coming through. So they don't fully translate it for me, but I know down the road they will. So it's just like a practice for me. And I trust it. I trust the light language that's coming through, and I trust the coding that's coming through and the energy that's coming through, because I know where it's coming from. And I know that whatever comes through me for the person that's on the bed, or sometimes for you out there, is going to affect you in the way it is to affect you for your highest good. So I have to trust that. So any questions, by the way? I'm 44 minutes in already. I haven't even done the meditation. Any questions? Hi, everybody. I'm going to do, what else am I going to talk about before I do the meditation before? Because I don't want to be on all night. I want to, I think I will, I'm going to bring down, I'm just going to close my door in here for a second. Niall, Sean. 1 second. Pierce, could you just close that door and give me 2 minutes? I'm just going to do a meditation now. Close the door. Goodbye. That's what happens when you have a house full of men. I'm going to bring down some energy and see what happens. I know that they said today that it would be really beneficial for especially the healers out there. So especially not the healers, because we're not the healers, we're the practitioners, but the people who are working with energy. I'm going to bring down, the intention is for the light codes that are in the bodies of especially the healers that are the practitioners, people who are working for the light, are doing my type of work. Especially the ones who have had massive experiences in other lifetimes where they may have been burned at the stake because they were a witch. They may have been working with foraging and collecting berries and making concoctions and fixing people, and the healers out there. And then somebody said, no, you're not good at that, and either had them murdered or killed, and there's massive trauma for them. And that trauma is still in their body now, in their cellular memory. And the fear is still there in their cellular memory, and they won't step in fully into their power of being a very powerful healer that they were in past lives. So I know when I was out talking to my guides today, they said, make sure to bring down light and energy coding for them, especially because they're the ones who are going out doing the work now at the moment, bringing this light into the planet. And really the light has already won. There's so much light on this planet at the moment. The energies, all the angels, all of our guides, Gaia herself is moving back over now. She doesn't even need to be here anymore, because the light, Earth is holding so much consciousness at the moment, as in light energy, and its work is done. So we're holding all the light on the Earth at the moment. So it's the ones like us, the way showers, the ones like us who are doing the work, going out, sparking people off, helping people on their journeys going forward. I'm going to bring down this light, this transmission for them mainly. So it'll be a normal meditation, and I will see what happens when it happens. I don't know what's going to happen until it does. But I know that my intention is to be mainly for the ones out there who are doing the work, who are the way showers, the light workers, the healers, the practitioners, the ones who are working with energy, Reiki, whatever form of energy is, and are really helping others. It's for them to be able to step into their power, step into their knowing how powerful they are within their body, and for the energy to come down to help awaken their light codes, help them step into their power and activate many, many more. So if you are sitting in a space where you can sit quietly, especially, you can watch this at any time. I know this is live, but you can watch this at any time. Make yourself comfortable. I'm going to lower my light a little bit so I don't beam the eyeballs. Okay, maybe not that much. Okay, so I'll take a drink of water. Get yourself comfy. Place yourself in a seat. If you want a seated position, sitting down. Place your feet, if you want, your legs in lotus position, sitting upright, or you can lie back on your bed, lie back fully back on your bed, placing your hands facing upwards. You want to take a drink of water first. That's one of the things I need to be doing more. Get yourself ready. And as you get yourself into that state, I want you to bring yourself into your body with your breath. So your breath is so powerful. Conscious breathing at the moment. That's one of the things my guys were teaching me over the last few weeks, about My mum used to always say to me when I was a child, because I spoke so fast, breathe, Hazel, breathe. I need to do that more, because it's about bringing the breath into the body, and being outside the body, being inside the body with the breath. So breathing consciously, proper breath, fully in the physical body. So when you breathe in, we've always been doing this breath work where it's always been up here in the top of the chest. We want to breathe in. And again, the logical brain will get in the way, because it knows that there's boxes down below the solar plexus. It knows that's where you stuff all of the energy. So it doesn't want you to breathe in. So it wants you to keep these shallow, short breaths, coastal breaths up here, because it says, let's not go down any deeper than that. So I want you to step into your power, and I want you to really consciously breathe into the spaces where you know in your body that heavy energy is. So taking a few deep breaths in, proper breaths, breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, tune into the body. As the energy comes in with the breath of life, the holy breath, imagine it like a golden crystalline breath coming into the body, filling up the heart space, allowing the chest to move up. Let go. And again, deeper now into your solar plexus, below the breast. Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, conscious breaths, breathing in, and your awareness in your body. What do you feel in your body? Where is the tightness in your body? Where is the heavy energy in your body? What are you feeling? Awareness. Letting go. Fully out the breath. Exhale, letting go. Fully out. Breathing in. Like a singer's breath, right down to the diaphragm, letting go. So stay with your breaths. Breathing in. Letting go. And your awareness. Feel your body. Where is the tightness in your body? What's going on in your body? What's going on in your space? The awareness of the room that you're in. The awareness of your breath. Feel into your body. Awareness of your thoughts. Sometimes your thoughts jump in and out. What you got to do tomorrow. Don't judge it. Don't critique. Let it come in, float out. Every breath in, going deeper into your body. Letting go. So in your mind, I want you to mentally call in your guides. Is this your spirit team that came at you when you were born? They walk with you on the spirit side all of your life, guiding you, protecting you, directing you on your journey, where you're supposed to go in your contract. These guides are always there, always present on the spirit side. So we're asking for their assistance. We bring in our angels, and the angels are very present at the moment. So I want you to bring in your angels, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael. And as you bring in those angels, see them in the four corners of your space, so you're fully protected. You bring in Archangel Metatron, so he's the keeper of the Akashic record. So we can imagine the four angels in the room and Archangel Metatron above you, making a pyramid grid around your body. And Archangel Metatron is the keeper of the Akashic records, where all of the lives you've ever lived, all the lives you've lived in your past lives, the life you're living now, and the lives you have to come. And I want you to connect with Archangel Sandalphon and bring him in below the earth, below your body. So he's underneath you, underneath the earth, below your body. So you have this angelic grid, a diamond grid around your body, feeling their protection, very present at the moment. And we bring in the golden light of Jesus, very powerful healing energy. Christ consciousness is within us all. It wasn't only within him, he had that energy. He walked that energy, walking the way. We all have that Christ consciousness within our bodies. So we're going to connect to that. And as we bring in his energy, it really helps us step into our divine masculine. Our divine masculine attributes are strength, courage, power, ego, fearlessness. Protect our energy. And we bring in his wife, Mary Magdalene. We bring in her energies, the divine feminine. So you bring in the balance of both. Bringing in your creative self, your nurturing self, your intuitive self. So really awakening those gifts in your body so you can really connect to your emotions. And we bring in all of our friends and family from spirit. Anyone who wants to come in now and assist you. Because again, your friends and family have gone home on the other side. They know the story of your life, what you were supposed to do, your story, your contract. And they're helping from the spirit side. So they're always there, always assisting. So when people say, I lost my parent, I lost my child, they're not lost anywhere. They're right there. Just a veil between us and them. So they're very present, especially in healing. So we bring them in around our body. And as you access energy from Source, God, I want you to imagine it coming in the top of your head. And imagine like the Merkaba I showed you earlier, like a Merkaba star above your head, the soul star. That is your 8th chakra, the oversoul. And I want you to imagine it like a silver flower. And as that silver flower starts to spin, as this energy comes in through the top of your head, above your head, the 8th chakra is above your head, that silver flower. Visualize that energy coming in, spinning that flower, the right frequency, right vibration, and bringing that liquid energy in. And as it pours down into your head, you're asking for the light codes, those light codes that we spoke about, those light codes that are already in your body from the other lives that you've lived. We're bringing those light codes, awakening those light codes, only if it's for your highest good. So as that energy pours into the body, if there's light codes in your pineal gland, in your chakras, we ask for those light codes to be turned on, like a switching on. And if it's too heavy for you or it's too hard for you to switch them on, it's too much for you to integrate, you can ask your guides to turn the volume up slowly so it integrates the energy in slower. So as the energy pours down into the top of the head, into the crown chakra, see it as a violet flower. And as it spins, it pours in that liquid light, pours in around your brain, activates all of your brain cells and really activates your pineal gland. And your pineal gland, which is right in the center of your brain, you can imagine right down behind your forehead, right in the middle of your brain. It's like a projector, and it projects images, colors, memories, symbols onto the third eye in your forehead, your pituitary gland, like the projector projecting onto a projector screen. And that projector screen is like inside your head and the inside of your forehead, and you're looking at it. And as your guides drop down the information, the knowledge, the symbols, the colors, the memories, thought forms, as it drops in, we're asking for the third eye to be really activated so we see it more clearly. You have inner sight, inner vision, and inner knowing. You start to see in your third eye that color, beautiful indigo color. Third eye is an indigo flower. See it spinning with the right vibration, with the right speed, as it pours down into your throat chakra. Feel it flowing down into your throat chakra. And the throat chakra is really powerful at the moment. Lots of energy blocked in the throat chakra at the moment. So we really want to clear the throat chakra. So it really helps us to speak our truth, speaking these words. And if it is, and you're meant to speak light language, and you're meant to reactivate those gifts in your body, you have to ask for the energy in your throat to be cleared first. So as the throat chakra spins with the right frequency, right vibration, we ask for the throat chakra to remove that energy, those energies that we especially the words that we speak that might not be nice words. When we speak and we react, we use negative words. We want that energy to remove from the throat chakra. We hold a lot of energy in our jaw, right underneath the earlobes where we grind our teeth. So we want to clear them out and down into the jaw, down into the throat. That whole area, that liquid light pours down. And as it pours down into the heart chakra, it activates the heart chakra. And again, the light codes are in the heart chakra. We're asking for those light codes to be activated. And as the energy spins in the heart chakra, imagine it as a green flower spinning with the right frequency, right vibration. And it pushes that liquid golden energy, pushes out that heavy energy of loss, hurts, grief, anger. We carry bitterness on our heart sometimes. The heavy energies, the human experiences, the trials, the traumas that we've gone through. And we want to direct it up over the shoulders as it comes up over through our thymus chakras, up over the shoulders, down the meridian lines. Imagine that liquid energy pouring down your arms. Really feel that energy moving in your body, pulsing out your fingertips. For people out there who are not doing Reiki and not practicing working with energy, you may feel that energy activating in your hands now, pulsing energy. And we're all master healers within. We all have that master healer ability within. We have those gifts. We were healers in other lifetimes. So we tune into the palm chakras. As you tune into the palm chakras, you feel the energy buzzing in the palm chakras. And you can place your hands with the palm chakras down on your own body, either on your heart, on your solar plexus, and allowing the energy to flow back into your body. Feel that energy. And mostly you'll feel the energy from your dominant hand, the hand you write with. So you'll start to feel that energy pouring because it's your intention now to turn on those gifts you have in your body. You're asking for them to be turned on, switched on. And as a liquid light pours down your spine, imagine that liquid light activating all of your cells, your tissues, fibers, muscles, pours down in through your nervous system, into all of your organs, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, your spleen, your pancreas, your bladder. Every cell, every tissue, every fiber vibrating now. And you'll feel that energy pushing out through, as if it's pushing out through your body, out through your skin, into your aura. As that heavy energy starts to want to leave your body, sticky energy. All the trials and traumas of this lifetime, the experience that we've gone through, the lifetimes we've lived, some of those energies are still in our body, our cellular memory from the lives where we may have been killed in wars. Our cells are still holding that memory of how we died. So we're going to push everything to the surface. Anything that's not for our highest good, you want to push it out. Imagine it leaving out your fingertips. And as it comes down through your stomach, through the walls of your stomach, through the lining of your stomach, you'll purge that out naturally. Really helps you absorb your foods. And it pours down into your reproductive system, down into your hips where you suppress the big energies, the inner child energies. Liquefy, dissolve, bring it down into your root chakra. And the root chakra, very powerful chakra at the moment, really been activated, especially been activated within the women, the divine feminine, because there's so much suppression. And especially in the uterus space for the women out there who are carrying energy from the mother wounds, the losses from their own children, the mother wounds from their parents, their mum, the women line all the way back, the father's mother all the way back, his mother, her mother, all the way back. We're going to clear ancestral energies now. Any energies in our body that's from our ancestors. We want that energy to be liquefied, let go. So we don't want it to cross on to the next generation. We want to let it go now. There's no point in holding on to stuff that's happened in the past, not only in this experience in our past, but in past lives, other lives when we lived before. What's the point in holding that in your body? It doesn't serve you. It's not for your highest good, not for your highest potential to be able to shift up to the fifth dimension, So you want to get rid of all of these weights. So we become lighter in our crystalline, our body, our structure, become lighter, less carbon, more crystalline. So as you push that heavy energy down through the root chakra, through the root space, down the legs, imagine it flowing down the legs, down through the knees, the shins, the calves, and out through the soles of the feet. And if you're sitting, imagine like roots of a tree flowing down. If you're lying, imagine that energy flowing off the bed. As it flows off the bed, imagine it going over to the grounding wall, the wall that has the window, and bring the energy down and down, all the way down to the foundations and down into the ground, into the earth. Connecting your energy in. So really connected for your soul star above your head and your earth star below your body. Really connecting in. And if you imagine again the earth star, exactly like the Merkaba I showed you, if you can imagine that below your body in the earth. And I want you to imagine the roots coming from your body, your energy body, with that heavy energy, the residue of that heavy energy going down through those roots, through that earth star. And as it goes down through the earth star in the earth, it connects into the crystalline grid. And any energies from the earth, those integrations of energies, those grounding energies, you bring those roots down through the earth star and imagine it flowing down, deep down into Mother Earth's core. And I want you to imagine Mother Earth's core like this violet ball of light. This violet ball of light, imagine like the violet flame of Saint Germain, like a transmuting flame. And I want you to connect your roots in, as you connect your roots in to this violet flame. And as you bring that violet flame back up those roots, so as it comes back up those roots, as a transmuting flame of all the energies in your body that wants to be transmuted now. And as you bring that energy up your body, back up through the earth star, back up through the floor, up through the channel in your inside of your body. And as it hits your feet, imagine that purple flame, that violet flame, engulfing your body, coming around the outside of your body, up over your skin cells. So your whole body, the channel within, and your outside of your body, your aura, your energy field is engulfed in this beautiful flame, this purple flame. And as it comes up the body, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, engulfs your whole body, all the way up. As it comes up your hips, up over your shoulders, up over the top of your head. Imagine that beautiful violet flame coming up over your body. And as it directs itself inward, imagine it connecting back in to your soul star. And now you're sat in this violet flame, transmutating flame. And this energy, this residue of energy that's come off your body from all of this energy you wanted to let go of today, gets burned off in this flame. Very powerful energy. I want you to sit in that energy just for a while. Feel it, breathing in as if you're breathing in that violet flame into your body, circling back out into the violet flame. Breathing in the violet flame into your body, letting go. And staying with your breaths, breathing in, allowing that energy to heal, to transmute, to integrate. Feel the energy. And I'm going to bring spirit in now, bringing in light language, bringing in this light coding. And my intention is for this light coding that's going to come in now is for, especially for the healers out there, the people who are like me, way showers, people who are not fully stepped in yet. I'm bringing the light codes for those to be able to really help them step into their power. Using those light codes they have in their own body, those gifts to be reawakened in their own bodies. Those gifts that were always there. And as that energy pours in, use the light codes, the light words now, with the intention to activate the light codes in your body. Breathing into your heart space, accepting this is for your highest good. You only want this light language if it's for your highest good, for your highest potential. And if it doesn't resonate, you can leave it, come back another time. Breathing in. Miata srata pratasna akakoroto marta srata pratasra akakarate pirata marta srata karato srato srato. Marta sra iniarto koroto pratasna alata proto koroto srato srato srato. Miatanana iniata kokoyeto soto. And for the healers out there, they're saying, put your dominant hand on your heart space. As you ask for the light codes, I want you to ask for the light codes to be awakened in your body. Nyan, 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 nyan. Miata satakaratsna aratasrata pratasna akakoroto moroto srata. Miata kakayata maratasrata protosrata pratasna akakaratasrata kara. Miata srata srata sra orodo no tokokoyatanana. Mian Take a deep breath in, breathe in, pull the energy into your body. Let go. And if you tune into your third eye, you may see the colors. You may see the green, you may see purple. All these energies sometimes have colors. So as you see the colors popping into your mind, they show me as the coding is happening, the colors are popping into my mind. So you may feel the same. So feel into your body. What's coming up for you? And for the healers out there, awakening the light codes in their hands. If you want to place your hands with your palms facing upwards, give an energy transmission for your hands, the palms of your hands. And I want you to tune into the palms of your hands, especially your dominant hand. Miata sarata sarata korotasra pratasna akakarate miarte serete piartasna ordo gratasna artasna pioto koroto protosroto kokoyata mian nian 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 And they're showing me like teasing the energies out of the palm chakras as if they're pulling old energies, the cellular energies out of the hands, out of the palm chakras. So as the old energies are pulled out of the cellular memories in the hands, the new energies are recoded into the hand space. Serete miarata serete kirato mokokorato marato serato parato serato and they're showing me all these healers all in a circle together as they are connecting their hands together. So if you can imagine all of the healers in the world holding hands or connecting hands like palms to each other, as this cycle of energy is going around the circle of all of the healers all over the world. Imagine the energies crossing from one palm to the next palm to the next palm. And as we awaken and as our light codes in our bodies awaken and our energy is amplified, the energy body, they're showing me the energy body around the body is amplified, and it sparks off other people. And as we walk into experiences where we might walk into a room who are people who are not working with energy, people who are just normal, everyday Joe Soaps out there who had no connection to energy ever before. And as you walk in and you're a way shower or light worker, and as you walk in, because these light codes are in your energy body now and are in your aura around your aura talks to that person who is not an energy worker. And that aura, as it mingles with the other person's aura, the light codes mingle with their energy, and the light codes activate the energies in the other person. So you don't even realize how much these activations are not only helping you, but they're helping people, even though you might not think so. I mean, I say that myself. So I don't think that. Sometimes I think this is gibberish sometimes when I started off first. You may not think that it's working for you. You may not think that anything is happening, but on a grander scale of things, the bigger picture is that it actually is. And there's a ripple that's going out, and the energy bodies are talking to each other, and the energy bodies are rippling out. And when you walk into a space and you're working with energy like this, and you're working with those light codes, you only have to connect with somebody else's aura for it to affect theirs, and for them to be able to their light code, the light codes go into their body, seeps in, goes into their energy, into their field, into their chakra system, and it starts to awaken something within them, and then they start to seek out and look for knowledge, and all of a sudden they're led to people like me, people who are on social media, and eventually we awaken everybody else. So feel into your body. And I want you to make sure after this experience, I want you to make sure that you drink lots of water. That's one of the biggest things. I want you to make sure you drink lots of water, because that's one of the things that I didn't do at the start when I had light language coming through me first. So funny, the guide's stepping back now. When the energy is coming in through your body, you've got to drink more water. I'm not drinking enough, and they're saying 3 liters of water a day, at least 3 liters of water a day. And especially after doing something like this, where you have a form of energy transmission, you got to drink lots of water, because we have to allow the energy. We're 75% water, and we have to allow that new energy and those new light codes to go into the body and integrate into the cells and push out the heavy energy. And the only way out of the body is via purging, and by drinking lots of water, you will push out the old energies so you can become new and more crystalline. So I hope that you enjoy that. I can see 1 or 2 still on here. And again, this is not just for the live now. This is going to go up on YouTube, and you can do what it is you want to do with it. And you can do it at any time. And again, even though the energy, I really felt that the energy was being brought down there for the healers out there, the people who are like me, who are working with energy, doing the work, helping people, trying to awaken people. I think that vibrational energy is in all of us. I think we all are healers within. Some of us are just not walking that walk, or not haven't stepped into those shoes yet. So I want you to, again, if the light language transmission and the energy that I brought through was not for you, and it didn't resonate with you, let it go over your head and let it just pass you by. Take what from this experience, take what resonates, and everything else leave behind, and come back to it another time. If you felt there was something in it, you felt it in your body, you felt some form of activation, whether it was in your heart space or whether it was in your hands when they were working on the hands, I want you to go back to it. Come back to my page. If it means that you're looking for more light language, come to me for a session. But don't close the door on it. If there's something within you that has awakened something today or something tonight. So thanks, Beverly. I hope to come on again and do a few more meditations. The interview that I did with Judy, all my buttons have opened all of a sudden. That was obviously intense. I'm going to put the interview, that I did with Judy on my YouTube channel as well. So you have that, so you can have a look at her and her work. She is coming here to Ireland, and I'll replug that for her. She's coming to Ireland the 30th of May to City North Hotel in off the M1 here on the way to Meath or Drogheda. She's coming here on the 30th of May, and she is going to do an introductory night there, 7 to 9. And for anyone who'd like a bit more of this, and would like to meet her. She's 25 years doing it. She is so much more experienced than I am. I'm only a baby at it, but loving it. If you want to go and meet her, she's there, and she's given an introductory to channeling and an introductory to light language. And she says on the night she's going to bring through a transmission that's going to do exactly what I just done, like an energy transmission that will help activate your body and your light codes. And she feels that the light language that's going to come through her on the night is going to be very intense and will really amplify energy really quickly for people. So she's coming the 30th of May, and she'll be here for a few days. She's also doing a few days here where she's Thursday the 2nd. Is it the 2nd? Yeah, it's Thursday the 2nd. The Thursday, sorry, just say the Thursday. I'm not great with dates. So the Thursday she's here. She's doing a masterclass that's gone. My sister-in-law, Stephanie, and my brother, Kelly, Keyneswarren, they are Starlit Therapies. They are bringing her to Dublin, Judy to Dublin, and they are going to be doing a Sacred Sites tour on the Friday, and there's a waiting list for that. There's tickets, but there was a waiting list. And basically going to the sacred sites and activating portals here in the sacred sites close to Dublin here, like Newgrange and Doubt and those in Tara and stuff. And then on the Saturday and the Sunday, there are still tickets for Judy. She's doing a workshop, and she's doing one-day event is €160 and 2-day event is €300. And she has tickets still available for those 2 days if you feel drawn to more light language, even after this session tonight or after listening to her on the 30th of May or her channels. And she has some tickets available for that. And that, I promise you, is also going to be a phenomenal weekend of energy. So there's still tickets available for that. Judy Satori, JUDYSATORI.com, and my sister-in-law's page, which is www.starlitterapies.ie, and that's also where you can get tickets for that event. You can register there for that event that weekend, the Saturday and the Sunday. So I will be there myself. I'll be there for the masterclass, and I'll be there on the Sunday at the end to see Judy off. And I will looking forward to meeting people who are all like-minded. So before I go off, thank you, Hannah. Hannah, I will be putting up her video as well. I'm going to plan to put up some videos, and more meditations. I think that's where I need to be doing more of my work now. More meditations, so it goes out to bigger than Dublin, and more of my physical experiences with Reiki and working with energy and light language will be done in physical sessions in my space in Airside, in Halo Therapies. And I'm on, for people who are on YouTube who don't know, that I'm on Instagram more than I'm on YouTube, because I'm so not tech savvy and I'm only learning. So apologies for the probably the shit sound tonight. And I'm mostly on Instagram as Hazel Grogan, or Halo Therapies on Instagram, and you'll find me mostly over there. And I will plan to put on more YouTube videos in the coming weeks. I plan to go on and do a live with my Auntie Ethel. I know she was on here earlier. Do a live with her, because I know that our videos together are great, and there's so much knowledge that we want to talk about. So I plan to do that, and I plan to do that within the next few days. So keep an eye on my YouTube and keep an eye on my Instagram and my social media for all that information. So thank you for that. My little friend Darcy. Hi, Darcy. All the children love light language, by the way. The children that are coming to me for Reiki sessions just know what light language is. They just get it. They understand, because they are high vibrational beings already. So they understand light language. They know what I'm saying without me even translating it to them. So the children just absolutely love it. And it really awakens in the children the past life memories. I know that with one of my students, that's my clients that's on there, Darcy. She is went back to being a fairy in the elementals, and that session was so powerful. So I'm gonna go and hi Ethel. Let me know, did you get anything from that? Just I can see that people were saying there. I'm not going to stay on too long. I promise I'll be off in a few minutes. What did you get from it? Did you feel it, Ethel? It felt that we were sat next to me. Thanks, Ethel. I had to really trust there and go with the flow there, because I just really felt that I needed to bring down some form of energy. She said she understood me. Darcy understood me. I knew she would. So yeah. So again, this is going to be up there. You can come on lives once it goes up on the channel. I hope I do it and I put it up and it stays there. You can. Thanks, Stephanie. That's Starlit Therapies is in the comments there, so you'll be able to connect into her page and you'll be able to see the video that I did with Judy over there, as well as the information for Judy coming to Dublin. So yeah, you can have a look at this and listen back to this. And it'd be interesting to know if this light language transmission tonight that came through tonight, it has the same effect on you in another time when you do it again. I'd love to know that and what way you felt, because that's the only way I learn is if you tell me what you're feeling. So if you do it, like, because I know I've done it before on other videos, and people say when they listen back to the videos, they get something different every time. So it'd be interesting to know what you get from it. Did you get colors tonight, or will you get colors in a few more nights? The more it activates your light body, the more it activates your light codes. So it'd be interesting to know. So I'm going to go. Full day of work ahead of me tomorrow, and I better get me act together. So love you loads. Namaste, and thanks for watching.